Do you expect in today's world to do most of your communications with your buyers and sellers online?
Yes.
Okay. And when you list it, do you list properties?
Yes.
And when you list properties, you put everything that I've described here. You put all the financial information right on the page, do you not?
Yes. You in the state of Washington, you cannot submit a listing without that financial information.
Good. Good. That might be true in other states. I just didn't know it. Right? I hope it's true in all of them. When you submit that information, you expect for people to actually read that information before they kind of contact you, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be good, wouldn't it?
That
It's
would be
why
nice.
you took the trouble to put it on the page, isn't it? So when somebody calls you and says, I'm getting the information off your website, what are you asking? Immediately, you're thinking to yourself, what kind of a time waster am I talking to here? About facts?
No.
Yeah? You don't think
No,
that?
I go for it.
Oh, you go for it, okay. So you're still gullible, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm unusual in commercial, yes.
Okay. You mean because you actually, people you actually want to
Get
talk
back to them, yeah. I
Yeah.
actually talk
You mean you return calls? Holy crap. So there are, however, things that buyers can say to you that immediately in your mind you determine that they're not real players and they're time wasters. Are there not?
Yes.
Could you tell us some of those things?
In commercial, if they don't know where they want to be, how many square feet they have, or what their budget is, then they're just a waste of time.
So in other words, if you're going to talk to somebody, you'd like for them to have a clue what it is they want so you can help them.
They do need that.
Okay. So if I'm contacting you online about an apartment project, one of the first things you're going to ask me is what am I looking for, correct?
Yeah, what's your budget is the first thing I'd ask.
What's my budget?
What is your budget? What price range do you want to deal with?
Oh, okay. Well, I probably could answer that. Might not be a bad idea to have an answer, right? Or you could say I'm looking for 1 to 300 unit apartment projects that are in distress that I can turn around. You'd understand that language,
I
wouldn't you?
understand that, yeah.
Okay. You're not upset that I'm looking for a bargain, are you?
No.
In fact, you're kind of upset if I'm not. You're kind of wondering what the heck's up unless I'm an end user. All right. What else could I say that would turn you off?
I don't know. I mean, because if you're live on the other end of a phone, or if you've answered any of my marketing materials I put out there,
Okay.
I will spend time figuring out.
All right. But in reality, you expect me to take the information that you provided me, and if I called you, it's because I'm actually looking for information that you haven't provided me yet.
Right.
That's fair, wouldn't it?
That's fair.
All right. Such as, I'm going to want to know what's owed on the property right now. You going to give me a hard time with that?
Yeah, that is going to require some research that isn't readily available.
You mean you wouldn't know that information when you listed the property?
I would know when I list the property.
Okay, well, I'm assuming you're the listing agent.
Yeah.
All right. Now, if you're not the listing agent,
okay.
then you're going to say, I don't know, but I'm going to find out.
Right.
Right? All right. If you're a listing agent, you're going to know it.
Yeah, I
All
know.
right. You'd be surprised how many realtors list properties and don't even know what's owed because they don't ask. They just assume everybody's going to come in and pay all cash and everything's going to work out lovely. And they just assume that the seller's asking prices, of course, more than what they owe. I don't get it, but I can't tell you how many times I've run across listing agents don't even know what's owed on the house or the commercial property. All right. So really, I'm not going to say anything that's going to upset you as long as I ask intelligent questions and get to the point. And I'm asking for answers that any reasonable buyer would have to make an intelligent decision on that property.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And what are you going to ask me along the way?
To qualify you, like I said, I would start with what is your
Budget.
What's your budget?
Okay.
What area what do you do for a living? What is it that
Well, I tell you what. Why don't we go to page 21 and answer that question so you guys can sleep at night. At the bottom of the page, it says, I am the front man. Now, if you're not a man, you would insert the word woman. I am the front man. It's my job to find and pre-screen properties that meet our criteria and then turn them over to my boss who will be in touch with you directly to complete the transaction. Do you talk to front men from time to time? Collect the information?
Yep.
Do it all the time, don't you? Because any big commercial property buyer has always got front men, don't they? Or women. Yes? Somebody has to start. Somebody has to collect the facts and then present them to the decision maker. So that's totally normal in the world of commercial property. So when you say that, now all of a sudden you're not the expert, so the heat is off of you. Now when you're asked questions, I don't know, I'm supposed to collect the facts and get them back to them. My boss will be in touch with you. You can ask those questions to him or her when you have contact. So that's fair. Got it? So now you don't have to feel stupid when you're talking on the telephone. You don't have to worry about saying things that you're afraid you're saying something stupid. Because, by the way, you are going to say something stupid. Get over with it. The more you talk, the easier it's going to become, the more you learn the language. And it won't take long for you to learn the language. But if the broker asks you what cap rate are you looking for and you don't know what cap rate is, there's not going to be a high level of confidence on the other end, is there, Tish?
Yeah.
Yeah? There are a few things you just have to know. Little simple stuff that is just normal industry language. Cap rate, of course, would be one of those things. All right, is there anything else then that you think we ought to know while I've got you up here? What we should look for?
A lot of, in commercial, agents deal in specific areas. Maybe they do in residential too, I don't know.
Sure.
But like, just exactly like you've got listed there. So you've got industrial, and you've got multifamily. And so you really need to seek out an agent, I think, that kind of specializes in whatever it is you're interested in.
It is true, but if I'm backing into you because you've got an apartment complex listed, I'm going to assume you specialize in apartments or at
Well,
least.
and see, you'd make a wrong assumption because
So if you're
we're
listening,
general.
all right, but you're going to tell me that pretty quick though, aren't you?
Yeah.
If you got an apartment complex listed, and I say, can you find me some more? You're going to say, well, that's not really what I deal in, but you're going to refer me to somebody who does, aren't you?
Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, if I want to do a project, and I live out of the city, and project is in your city, you're going to lead me to all the other players that I need. You're going to lead me to a good attorney, aren't you?
That's exactly right.
You're going to lead me to a good engineer. You're going to lead me to a good architect. You're going to lead me to somebody who can actually do the work and manage the property if it's done, aren't you?
That's correct.
Because these are the people you deal with on a regular basis, so you got your own little dream team that you'd like to work with. So instead of me going out and trying to find everybody, how about I just let her find them?
Yeah.
Well, that's the way I built dream teams in 9 different states. I don't care who does the work. I care that they work together with the rest of the players that are doing the work. So letting them work, find people that they already like, got the track record, and are proven to be good to work with. Not hard. So when somebody says, well, where do I find an attorney? Ask somebody who knows. Simple. Ask somebody who knows. All right. So what if somebody comes to me and I find about the project some other way than other through a broker? Well, first thing I'm going to ask is, do you know a good commercial real estate broker that's easy to work with? So whoever comes in first is going to lead me to the rest of the team. Okay. Anything else that we should know?
No.
No? We're okay?
Yeah, I think you've got a lot of good information in there.
Well, thank you. Give her a round of applause.